Hello everyone, my name is David Williams. I am currently studying Music Production Bachelor of Science. I have learned a lot within my studies of music production. In my art history course, I learned about art dating further back than the Aztecs. In this art history podcast, I've chosen to interview a classmate of mine. His name is Matthew Dacosta. The first question I asked Matthew was what did he see as the role of visual arts in society today, particularly in his profession. And his response was,
in today's world, I think movies and television have the largest influence when it comes to the visual arts. The advancements in technology, especially within the past 5 to 10 years, have made it possible to create stunning visual effects combined with epic cinematography, giving a filmmaker the ability to really grab the audience's attention at the very start of a movie and keep it there for a significant amount of time. Within the music industry itself, I see the role of visual media declining. For example, when I say the dark side of the moon, what do you see in your mind? And I would say that anyone who has had a fair amount of exposure to popular music will immediately see the album cover, a single beam of white light entering into a triangle and coming out the other side as a rainbow. This is a classic cover to one of the most influential albums of all time that not only helps convey the concept Pink Floyd had in mind when they recorded this album, but to me, it feels like part of the music itself. That type of influence, in my opinion, is nowhere to be seen today.
New communications and media technologies make imagery almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on your field? Provide an example.
I think the ability to instantly find a unique image to use within a project of mine is great, since we are able to share photographs so easily through popular file sharing and image hosting websites. For example, I put together what you could call a music video to a song I wrote entitled Egyptian Freedom, as it was only to be a simple slideshow of photos of the pyramids at Giza, as well as showcase ancient Egyptian artwork to convey to the viewer the idea the ancient Egyptians held of the afterlife. Having a site like compfight.com to search through and find some really great images to fit my intended theme was very beneficial. As a musician who finds collaboration with other artists and musicians extremely important,
what popular images do you see that are frequently repeated throughout your industry?
One of the most prevalent that comes to mind is the artwork to compilation or quote series albums. For example, the name of the album normally remains the same, however has a number to indicate the order in which it was released in accordance with the others of the same name. If you take a look at the In Search of Sunrise series by Tiesto, one of the world's most successful and talented DJs, you can see what I'm referring to. Even though the cover art is slightly different due to the album's location, they're all fairly similar in style. His name appears on the front, and the background is a landscape scene representing the locale of the album. And In Search of Sunrise, insert number here, followed by insert city here, is normally smaller. I just noticed the repetitive framework to the album covers, and although it is effective in representing a part of a series, after listening to the music, I don't visually associate it in my mind with its album art, as I can do with Dark Side of the Moon.
Who is one of your favorite visual artists? And or what is your favorite style of visual art?
Another tough question. Well, I'll stick with my biggest musical influence as also being my favorite visual artist, Pink Floyd. Take a look at the cover for A Momentary Lapse of Reason. When I see this image and think of the title, A Momentary Lapse of Reason, to me, it's as if that's what this guy had.
The last question I asked Matthew was how has his knowledge of famous artworks influenced his creative process? His response was,
understanding what it is that makes great art has allowed me to push the limits of my creativity more and more, and begin to break boundaries I held around myself when it comes to writing music and experimenting with sound. Thank you.